everybody. Welcome to another episode of the Open Podcast. I'm Hunter Boris.
And right now I'm dangerous.
Because right now I'm dangerous.
And my name's Forrest Bob. How's it going, everybody? Just another chilly day here in Nashville, like it is every day. Global warming my ass.
Skyline chili is what it is today. I hate it.
It is Skyline chili today.
I hate the cold. I would rather sit on shards of glass and fart them into my asshole than have to deal with this weather.
I actually enjoy the cold, but it's when it's relentless. I need a little break. Because I'm not used to this many days in a row of it being cold. It only warms up for a sec.
75-degree day, and then every other 3 days.
Every once in a while. You know what's funny is...
Break me off a piece here.
I'm from the true South, unlike Hunter. Hunter's basically a Yankee. And it's
Union.
Never cold in Montgomery, Alabama. Shout out to Gump.
It's never cold there?
I mean, rarely. And it's funny, too, that that's close enough to Florida to where, like, I remember in college once in the same year, I would say we got half an inch of snow. Actually, half an inch. And we didn't have classes for a full 5 days.
Ugh.
And
that's actually the best when you're a kid. There's nothing better.
Yeah, well, this one on college. And
same thing.
And no, but this what I'm saying
for
is
you.
In the same year, a hurricane, I remember which one it was ravaging the Southeast. And not only were there no classes, every bar had hurricane specials.
Oh, so
like,
they were encouraging.
They were encouraging you to go out in the hurricane, and
just
we all
Mario
did.
Kart around drunk.
Was so comfortable with hurricane tornadoes. I'm in the front yard doing backflips, but if there's this much ice, an entire state will shut down. It's very strange.
Here, there's no infrastructure for it.
No, there really isn't.
I mean, you might as well throw dildos on the road. There's no, there's nothing you can do to stop anything here.
There was salt everywhere. I was just out there with a salt and pepper shaker in my front yard, and I don't think it did anything.
Salt and pepper.
Yeah, I got your stupid fucking joke, Hunter.
Yeah.
But those snowmen, they are relentless creatures. They're like cockroaches. They will not go away.
They don't go away.
They will not. One is still in my neighbor's front yard.
I'm honestly worried about people leaving their clothes on them. What if somebody steals them? Steals the clothes off the snowman. There's like a scarf on the one next to your house.
Oh yeah, they did take the clothes off.
Okay,
of
they did.
Or maybe somebody stole them.
That's rude to the snowman. Just leave it naked in the cold like that.
That's a good. You ever read Calvin and Hobbes?
Yes.
That was a good Calvin and Hobbes where she goes, Calvin, you made a good snowman, but I don't think that he needed to be anatomically correct.
Well, and you know what? Sometimes you got to have 2 carrots on the snowman.
Sometimes you do, and that's what he did.
What if you get the baby carrot? For the nose, of course.
I don't know what else you'd put for either of them.
Me either. That kind of is life size to me.
Yeah.
It's fun size.
Fun size.
Did you ever go snowman tackling? Like in your neighborhood, like you would see families that you knew, but you would just tackle the snowman?
I mean, I've been in snow more in Nashville in the last 3 years than I have previously in my entire life.
It snowed like 6 times in Memphis growing up, but it did it to where it was like when it snowed, it snowed.
Yeah.
It was like 5 to 8 inches. And you know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
And it was just the most fun to just go. If you hated somebody too, that's a harmless little thing.
Yeah.
You can see them work on the snowman for 3 hours, and then as soon as it gets dark, you spear it like your edge.
It's so fun to knock over snowmans.
Oh, yeah. Or vandalize.
And
in
just
general.
when you see a kid snowman.
Did you ever do that as a kid? Did you ever like roll or ding dong ditch or
ding dong ditch too old? And yeah, rolling a lot. Did a lot of rolling.
Yeah, that's fun.
Rolling.
Cause yeah.
Ding dong ditch it. I remember one time because I've said this many times. How I look right now is exactly how I looked when I was 12 years
grade.
old.
I've seen pictures.
In size, stature, face,
nuts.
Everything.
Right.
So people
Wiener.
thought I was older than I was, and now people think I'm younger than I am. But
they don't.
Everybody
talks about how old you are. Lee, right when he walked out, he was like, "God, Forrest is getting fucking old, huh?"
All right. My mom said I looks very young and handsome. She told me that today.
She's right.
I forgot we were talking about. I'm so angry right now.
You're angry about that?
No. Oh, yeah. One time I was
ding dong
ditching,
yeah.
and this psychopath lady in my neighborhood, me and my brother were. He was a big kid, too. And she was crazy. She goes, y'all are too old to be doing this. I'm going to call the police and have them shoot you.
Oh, Jesus.
It was psychotic, dude.
Threatening to shoot kids over a doorbell getting rang is...
She might have said kill. She said shoot or kill. Actually, I think it was kill. But either way, it's insane. I know a guy who got shot in the head ding-dong ditching when he was a kid.
That's real.
It is real. He's bald. There's a huge scar on the top
he
of his
lived?
head. Yeah. Yeah, he lived. He was my baseball coach.
What?
Yeah, shout out Andriotis. I think that's how you say his name. He played baseball at Alabama.
Are you serious?
He said this lady was
Coach Scar?
bona fide schizophrenic and had a shotgun. So I mean, I don't think he took a slug to the back of the head.
Oh
but,
my God.
You know, one of those pellets scraped the top of his head. He said he woke up in the hospital and they were like, "Yeah, you got shot."
That works out if you have a bad hairline because you could just say, I got shot in the face with a shotgun.
Yeah, he didn't have hair. That's why we could see it.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he looked bad?
I mean, he was just so tiny, but he was.
Did it affect the face or was it just the head?
No, it was just like you wouldn't notice it. Like, you know, I have a scar on my shoulder. Like, I imagine that, like, right there.
Bitch didn't sight it in. Shot a little too high, didn't she?
Yeah. I mean, I think she was just spraying and praying.
Man.
Damn. And my dad said he almost got shot one time because they were just skipping rocks. And then they just, like, threw him down the street. And this guy opens the door in his neighborhood and has a shotgun pointed at him. He goes, "I know you're throwing rocks in my house. I'll kill you." There's a lot of psychos out
What
there.
the fuck's going on in Alabama, man?
I don't know.
Why is that?
There's a lot of kooks with guns.
Dude, I swear to God, this is true. Me and my stepdad used to shoot bottle rockets at the neighbors' houses.
Yeah.
He would put it in a beer bottle and a bottle rocket.
That shit works.
Dude, it was the funniest shit to watch somebody come out of their house. Like, it wasn't even like 4th of July. I mean, it would be
Yeah.
like March.
Uh-huh.
And you
They
just,
go, what the hell is going on out here?
bro, there was this
Taliban coming?
old dude who had like PTSD.
Hey, it's because of our freedom.
That, man, our freedom is getting taken away by all the, you know.
Yeah.
And this dude was like clearly had PTSD.
Mm-hmm.
And whenever it was 4th of July or whatever, he would like leave. Like he would just go somewhere else.
That's a smart move.
Dude, in one night, we did a bottle. It was me and my buddies. And it went, beep! It was like 1 a.m. And it went to where the door was and pop. And dude, he came out. And we didn't stick around. I don't know if he had a gun or not. He's like, "You motherfuckers."
He did.
Dude, it's one of the hardest I've ever laughed
Oh.
in my life.
That's so funny.
Oh my God. That is a good, that was in the Dova, the Dirty D.
He probably didn't sleep for 2 weeks after that. Every night he'd wake up and go, "There's Charlie's in the trees."
And dude, I would ride around on my bike and he would look at me like, he knows it's, he can't prove it's me.
Yeah.
And he didn't see us. But it was just
He
like,
thinks it's you.
yeah, he wanted to skin me alive.
I had the same thing where these people,
John Wayne Gacy me.
they knew it was me just because who else would it be? These people, we ding-dong ditched them. I'm not kidding. We hid for a full 10 minutes. And they never came out. So me and my brother just stood up and slowly walked away.
Real across the street, obviously.
then he-
or where'd y'all go? Like
It's like-
adjacent?
House here, bushes like 20 yards this way. Because, you know, we like to see
Okay.
them.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, to get off on the crowd.
Yeah, no, yeah. You just need at least a 20-yard.
But so we just stood up and walked away. He said anything was like, "Hey, don't you be ringing our doorbell." And we found out later that we woke up like newborn babies. She was my teacher.
God, why don't people be having babies and shit, you know? Just ruins a good ding-dong ditch time.
Yeah, you're ruining my baby. Yeah, I guess. Oh, is it 1 a.m. too late to ding dong ditch?
Ooh, you tell your baby that it's gonna have fun when it's older. If it's like these kids,
Yeah, exactly.
it's actually we're helping your kid out.
Helping them learn
Yeah, we're helping them learn.
how to have fun. Bottle rocket stuff is so fun. We used to get big Christmas trees and just any size Christmas trees, but do a big pile of Christmas trees, burn them. You know, it causes a fucking massive fire. And then we
They
would
burn so fast.
we would buy packs of bottle rockets unopened and just
throw 'em
toss
in.
them in there,
Yep.
and it would be pop, 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 pop. I mean, it was like Normandy in that.
It makes
bitch.
you feel like you're in war.
It
Literally.
was so fun, dude.
Do you ever have Roman candle
Get
fights?
out, get out. Have you seen the video of the old lady doing the Roman candle? And she's surprised by every single one. They never don't shock her. It's unbelievable.
Dude, that's a great. That's a meme where it's like when
Give her slow backstrokes.
it's like a squeaky chair.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the fuck.
Her voice was wicked.
There's a video of a little baby that gets 3 years old, gets a Roman candle, and the dad lights it. Like 2 go out,
Yeah.
and there's like 30 kids. It's like a birthday party or something, and he just starts running at them with the Roman candle and just starts shooting all the kids with the Roman candle.
Oh my God.
Like
Did he
kids
hit
are
some?
falling over each other, and the parents are trying to chase him. The dad's like visibly laughing, but he's like
having too
still
much
trying to
fun.
get him. Like he can't run because he's laughing too hard.
Oh,
But that would be so fun. I mean, it would be a problem, but
There's a great Instagram page called Kids Getting Hurt.
yeah,
You seen that?
my hard drive.
No, not Kids Without Shirts. Kids Getting Hurt.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I misheard you.
And it's maybe my favorite page on Instagram. It's just them falling off of stuff. It's wonderful.
Oh shit. Watching kids get hurt is the funniest thing
It's so funny, dude.
in the world.
There's ones of kids just trying to get, like, 2-year-olds getting stuff out of the fridge and just dropping milk cartons on their head, and then the fridge closes on them. Oh, it's one of them. Because, I mean, they're like rubber. They're Teflon, so nothing
Yes.
actually hurts them.
They can bounce off of corners and stuff.
Oh, it's so funny.
I like it when they fall and then they look at you to see if they should cry or not.
Yeah.
They're like, and then however you react is how they react. So
You
if
go,
you're like,
stop crying. Stop fucking crying.
do you want to go through the window? You want to know how that feels?
I'll give you something to cry about.
Heard that a couple times. You know what I'm saying?
You did.
Hey, that was a hello,
I have a feeling they came through and they promised.
buddy. There's not many deals that were made in my house that didn't get made. I don't know. Kids, like, do you ever watch the fifth or sixth graders
Mm-hmm.
football, like the angle tackle drills?
Yeah.
It's car wrecks. It's mini
dude,
car wrecks.
Even once you get up to like 6th grade, people would start getting hurt.
I mean, Lee was
It's
saying
so
he tore his
dangerous.
ACL playing baseball
Yeah.
in
But-
8th grade.
I mean, yeah.
We knew kids that
He
did
must
that,
have
but it's
horrible technique. I didn't want to say anything.
I mean,
Sliding's the
yeah,
easiest
you
shit in the
know, I
entire
mean,
world.
It's very easy.
But the angle tackling is literally just two people running like this and slamming their heads against each other.
Yeah.
And people get hurt. Once we got to like 11, people got hurt every day.
Every day.
Mm-hmm.
A lot.
And
Like-
once other types of people started playing with us, even more people got hurt every day.
Dude, certain types of people will hurt you,
Yeah.
if you're not careful.
They're so fast.
Everybody's fast. They're fearless. They hit
Man.
hard. I hated that. That was my least favorite part about football was hitting.
Really?
Oh, I hated that shit so much. When I was
I don't
young,
think football was a sport for you.
I loved it. Like game, I loved it. But like
Yeah.
practice, why do I have to tackle
Oh.
my friend 19 times in a row?
When you're tired, having to hit somebody is so brutal.
And if it's like somebody you're cool, you're like, hey, you have to hit this person as hard as you can.
How horrible is football practice? It's one of the worst
Oh
things
my
in the entire
God.
world.
And then two-a-days.
I remember school would go by so fast because I didn't want it to
Yeah,
be football
you're
practice
dreading.
time.
Yeah.
Like when football season was not in, like, I mean, the days went by so slow.
Yeah.
And then when I was, especially like every day got progressively better. So Mondays, I hate Mondays. Like we were full pads lighting each other up. Everybody's angry. That's tape day, and he goes, "Here's why you're fat and you did everything wrong."
Yeah. Oh, dude, when you had to watch tape, luckily there wasn't a lot of tape on me.
Yeah.
But I just remember being in there and being like, this is the worst shit.
Oh, it sucks. They were
and
so mean.
They're mean. The whole time they're mean.
It was so. My head coach was a complete moron, and I felt bad too. He would light me up more than anybody. But like when kids would drop balls,
Bop, God damn it.
pretty good impersonation.
Yeah. Motherfucking bop.
Yeah.
Boobity bop bop.
He would use like childish curse words. He'd be like, "Mother flipping bucket turd."
We had a coach like that.
I
And it was the
hate that.
worst.
It was more, but like when kids would just drop balls, they would go, "That's bad. You're bad." And then he'd tell one of the wide receiver coaches, he'd go, "Tell him why he's bad."
Tell him.
And he goes, "Ugh, I would have caught it." He goes, "Good coaching, guys. This is why you guys are making $29,000 a year."
Yeah, you 27-year-old. I hope you would have caught it on that 14-year-old cornerback you were playing.
I know it's funny that so many of my coaches I'm already older than, especially when I was
Yeah.
in middle school.
Yeah, for sure.
All my coaches were 23.
We
They
had
were all
yeah,
Sean.
We had coaches that were literally 21, 20, like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was nuts.
And you're like, because some of those coaches, I'm like, we're smarter than these people, and we were. I know that in hindsight.
Yeah. No, almost every time we were smarter than the coaches that we had.
That's funny too. I'm an idiot. I'm not saying I was one of these people, but when you go to,
No, I'm an idiot, but so were they.
I went to went to private school, not bragging, and it's actual smart kids, but the teachers,
We can tell.
the te-
God damn it.
but the teachers weren't. It's not what you think. I have a trust fund,
Yeah.
but the teachers were not. They were not. They were just whatever retarded redneck from AUM that knows how to swing a baseball bat.
Right.
So all the students were smarter than all of the coaches, and a lot of times the teachers too. And
I mean, that's, yeah.
it led for knockout, track down battles.
People that stay in academia forever, though, it's like a lot of them still have high school brain. Most of them
Yeah,
still have
definitely.
high school brain.
That's what my dad always said. He goes, "I would never want to work in a high school because
Oh my God.
Or like, why would you want to be a prison guard and go? Because then you have to go to prison every day. I don't get why you do. And I view high school or
Well,
school as
dentist-
the same thing.
That's the most suicide job.
Isn't that weird? I don't really get that one. Why that would be so suicidal?
I don't know either. I don't know. Maybe they're doing really fucked up stuff to them while they put them under, and then they can't live with themselves.
I don't think so.
No, me either. But it could be a thing.
Because all dentists are. The whole goal of being a dentist is to work like 4 days a week and vacation hard as hell.
Yeah.
Because that's like my friend who's coming to dentist. That is his goal, is to relax as hard as possible with the most amount of money.
Yeah, my cousin's a dentist. He went to Ole Miss. He was in dental school for it felt like 37 years.
It's so long, and maybe it's just repetitive. I don't know. That's interesting. I wonder why dentists kill themselves so much.
I don't know. He's still alive. I hope he stays alive. I
Yeah.
hope, you know,
Well, how old is he?
34.
Oh, he's got time.
Yeah,
He's got time.
a lot of time.
He's got plenty of time for his wife to leave him for a real doctor.
And you know what?
Damn, can you imagine if you're a
don't
dentist and you get left for a real doctor? How bad? Or like anything, like imagine if you're a veterinarian and then your wife starts fucking a surgeon.
Dude, that's got to be the worst too. If you're a chiropractor, you're not even a real thing.
Yeah.
You're not even.
Oh man, all those would stink. I had a friend whose dad was a veterinarian growing up, and he said that he was just always right about what was wrong with them. Like he always knew what sickness they had if they broke a bone. He knew what it was, and he said it would make a real doctor so angry. He's
Really?
like, yeah, he's like dogs and people. I mean, you don't want this guy taking a tumor out of your head,
Well,
but
of course, yeah.
he's like
not a
it's-
surgeon. He
he's
can
like,
just diagnose a
it's
problem.
pretty much the same stuff.
Right. A dog. That's crazy reading a dog because they can't physically say what they're feeling.
That's true. You
So
just
that
go,
would be-
and they go,
Yeah. And then you're like, well, what about this leg?
yeah.
You forget about that.
Have you ever seen the guy who's a chiropractor for dogs?
Oh my God.
And he does it to
the
the
German Shepherds.
scariest pit bull. I'm like, this thing is gonna rip. And some of them go,
Well, a lot of the time they like put their head in that thing that like
They
keeps
need
them
to.
from. Well,
Yep.
dude,
they do them straight up and like bang.
a pit bull that'll rip your Achilles off. If you're
They're
not careful.
terrifying.
They scare me.
Some people think they should be illegal.
I don't think they should be illegal.
I don't either, but it's just they will actually tear your head off. They also have a thing too, like where they'll clamp down and they will not let go.
Do you think that you could beat a pit bull in a fight?
Um,
Just a full-grown pit bull that is very angry at you.
see, I've always said yes. I've had people tell me the answer is no. Now, beat in a fight, what does that mean? Am I going to be so unbelievably messed up? Go to the emergency room,
Right,
they have
yeah.
the ICU. Yes.
Yes.
But if one of us is living, I think it's going to be the guy with disposable thumbs,
No, I agree.
not disposable. Thumbs.
Disposable. You can throw these puppies away.
What's the real word?
Get them right back.
Get 'em-
Disposable. I'm making shit up. I don't know. I know what you're
I
trying
said
to
it
say.
wrong, and now I can't even remember what it's called. What is it?
That's what we
no,
said.
What do we have thumbs? What are
Disposable thumbs. Disposable.
we're us and monkeys, the only people that have
Yeah.
blank thumbs.
Yeah.
No. Oh God, everybody working on this is an idiot.
Yeah. Well, you know what? That's why we're talking about cum and stuff.
Oh man. Well, everybody knows what we're talking about.
I think that if a pit bull's coming at you, you got to punt that bitch. You got to kick it
Yeah.
right in the sternum or throat.
They do clamp down, so if it could clamp. What is it?
Opposable. Well, I didn't.
That was not the word I thought
No,
it was going to be.
I didn't think that was going to be the word either.
But whatever.
Thank you, brother.
Yeah, thanks. Dude.
Shout out to Aiden. Opposable thumbs.
But I would think it's going to
Because
clamp.
they're opposing.
Yeah.
Want to know? Yeah.
I had to play with it for a second.
Yo.
But if a pit bull's coming at me,
Why?
it's kicking the face as hard as I can until it clamps down on something, and I'm gouging its eye out, punching in the face.
You gotta, yeah. They say with a shark, that's what you do is you go for the eyes.
Yeah.
Which how can you see that?
People also like punch a shark in the face.
If you're hitting water first, it's not even gonna do anything. You're
It doesn't
pushing
make-
it down onto your leg.
It doesn't. I don't get that. A great white is gonna gow you, and you hit it right there, and it goes, "Owie!"
Yeah, because the thing is you're gonna die. If they get your leg, carotid artery, you're figgity fucked.
You know what's hilarious? My sister has the most insane, irrational fear of sharks.
Like in swimming pools.
Everywhere, every body of water. She said she has a dream about them once a week
Sharks?
for her entire life.
That's so funny. Carly is literally obsessed with sharks. She wants to swim with them.
I mean, also
And I'm like,
we
that's so stupid.
we grew up like spending every summer in Florida. Like we spent so much time in the water. One time we were on a Sea-Doo together, and it like tilted over, and we both fell off. And I was pissed because, of course, my entire family was on the dock, and I know I was about to catch an earful when I
Right.
got back. I swear to you, she would have beat Michael Phelps in
Well,
a
you have
race.
5 more jet skis. So.
The jet ski was 20 yards away from me, and she was already on top of it. It was one of the crazies. She has defied physics when she's scared. One time she saw a snake in our garage and was perched up on a doorknob like a bird. It was the creepiest thing I've
What?
ever seen. Yeah,
That's insane.
she's so scared of animals.
How do you even do that?
She like if this is a doorknob, it was like she like jumped up and kept like jumping up, and she's like a vampire.
She hissed like a
Yeah,
hissing like a cat.
it's like your sister. I'm Satan.
I'm Satan. Last high noon. Goodbye,
Yeah.
dude. I don't know. I will say you are right that when people are scared, they turn superhuman or something.
Definitely. That's when you're your
Something happens.
fastest.
I think so. That's got to be correct because I feel like the fastest I've ever ran in my life was when we were like ding dong ditching. We did used to light bags of shit on fire. That happened.
That's bad, dude.
He called the shit poop.
I don't know. I don't
Billy
know.
Madison.
Oh.
You uncultured piece of shit.
It's been a minute.
Yeah. It's been a while.
It's been a while. That's actually a really nasty, bad thing to do, and you should feel bad.
It wasn't my shit. So I didn't feel bad. I was just with the group, you know?
Whose was it?
Guilty by association. It was a dude named Dylan.
And
back
he
in the
just
day.
did it in a
Shout out.
bag. I couldn't do that.
Yeah, he shit in a paper bag. Yeah. Shit in a paper bag.
Do you
and
do it
was
over a toilet?
Me and 3 dudes, I'll never forget this. Well, you have to find a house that doesn't have a doormat. So
No,
the
I meant
doormat doesn't-
to get it in the bag originally.
I don't know how it happened. He just showed up with a bag of shit and was like, "We're gonna light this on fire on somebody's doorstep
And
tonight."
you go, no questions for me. That checks out.
What am I gonna ask? So how did we? What was the process in getting? No, I was just like, all right, let's go put some shit on fire somewhere. So we did, but you have to find a house that doesn't have a doormat so that doesn't catch on fire.
Mm-hmm.
And you have to hope. You have to know that they're home.
Yeah.
Otherwise, the fire, it'll either wither out and they won't see it, or because you want them to see it, you want them to catch it.
Well, yeah, of course, and you want to see them see it.
Exactly. That's the whole point.
Then what's the yeah?
So this dude comes out and he starts stomping on it. And he's just like, "Oh, you mother shit, god damn," And then we left again.
Oh,
You can't stick around long. That's what sucks.
that will make somebody so angry they might actually hurt you.
Also with Ring, I mean, you can't do that now. Kids are kind of fucked. You have to wear
That's
like a
true.
mask.
You have to wear. That's why
A
people are wearing
shiesty.
shiesties all the
Yeah,
time.
you have to.
It's because these freaking Ring cameras.
These Ring cameras, you can't ding dong ditch anymore. I thought this was America.
Apparently, it's not America.
Apparently, it's
Apparently,
not.
this is North Korea.
It is. It's North South Korea.
Have you watched Squid Games yet?
No, I've never watched that.
You never watched the first one?
No,
Oh, it's so good.
no.
Those
Isn't it
Koreans
just a
know
bunch
how
of
to
death?
make a show.
It's a lot of death,
It's
right?
so good. Dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean whatever. I'm not. Everybody on earth's seen Squid Game. I'm not going to explain the premise, but
Yeah, no, it's like games and they have to survive or they die, right?
why don't you? We'll circle back on this. Maybe you start watching some Squid Game
Okay, yeah.
because it's all I want to talk about.
Okay, yeah. I can do that.
It's the greatest thing in the entire world, dude.
Is it?
I mean, not actually, but I also am a big fan of. I'll suggest this. I watch it in Korean with English subtitles. The dubbed over English is the worst thing I've ever heard in my entire life.
I don't, dude. That shit kind of bugs me because you know me. I watch everything stoned, and I can't not. All I do is focus on the lips.
Yeah.
I just focus on the lips, and
Mm-hmm.
why?
You got to read. I like that you have to read because you have to pay attention.
So is the person voicing over doing an Asian accent, or is it just American accents?
I don't even remember. I only saw a little bit of it.
I think that's my favorite is when they like full commit
Mhm.
to just an American Asian accent.
Yeah.
That's what
That's
I like
funny.
that.
Oh, we are playing a Squid Game.
Oh,
Or something like that. I would know. I watch in their native language. I'm a good guy.
oh, we love to play. Yeah, the lips. That's what gets
Yeah,
me.
exactly.
I can't pay attention to that shit because also the
You
story
can't look at your phone,
isn't it
which
just
is nice.
death? Isn't it just a bunch of death?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but that's every good show.
That's true. Sopranos, Peaky,
Mhm.
Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, every good show that I can think of right now is just full of death.
I've been rewatching Breaking Bad. It's so good.
Dude, I just finished. I still have not finished the last season
That's crazy.
because my Netflix account was banished from my house.
Well, you're gonna you'll have to come over and watch it sometime.
we need to. We talked about it. I need
Yeah,
to do that.
I'd love to because I'm watching it with somebody else who's never seen it before, and Yeah. When we get to last season, I'll include you.
Dude, I just can't. I can't believe it's the best show ever.
Yeah.
There's a lot of shows though that like if it's too anxiety ridden, usually I don't like it, but that one kind of got me. Like I like that. Like I wanted more.
Did you like Uncut Gems?
That gave me a panic attack.
That's
man.
supposed to, but it's
Right.
Did
right.
you like it?
Yeah. No, it was incredible.
Have you seen Good Times? That's the other movie
I don't
they
think
made.
I have. No.
It's that same like pace, everybody screaming at each other.
Oh shit.
Just dude, the scene
High strung the whole time.
when they're like always trying to get in the jewelry shop and just banging like, open the fucking door after they wait for 5 seconds, it stresses me out so bad.
Who's in that?
Well, I'm talking about Uncut Gems, but Good
Oh
Times.
yeah. But I'm saying who's in Good Times?
Robert Pattinson
I love him.
is pretty much pretty much him.
Tenet's incredible too.
I've never seen Tenet.
Oh, we talked about that.
I've
Yeah,
heard good
that's-
things.
That's a very, very, very good movie.
I've heard good things. All right, you're gonna pull up. We're coming close to the end here. Is it time for a caller question?
I think it is time for the caller question for us. I'm super glad that you asked because I was just looking at it. Today's caller question is going to be Steven from Nashville. And so the question here looks like, so my girlfriend and I live together and our relationship has been great up until 3 months ago. My girlfriend had put on a little weight and she was already fat. So I guess she got fatter.
Yeah.
And so she
Okay.
started going to the gym.
Strike 1 and 2.
We live together. We usually see each other all the time, but we don't see each other as much now. And she's not losing any weight. So how much weight does she have to gain until I can start cheating on her and not feel bad about it?
This is a good question. This is a really good question.
Hmm.
Now, this depends on a few different factors here.
Okay.
What kind of woman was she when you met her? Now, because there's lots of different types of ladies, there's lots of different types of bodies.
That's true.
If she was already,
all beautiful.
but if she was like a swimsuit model, and you met her, and then she puts on 30 pounds,
That's a problem.
that's a big problemo.
Yeah,
she
because
was,
if you go from 98 to 128, now we have real issues.
yeah,
I mean, what are we even
I
doing?
mean, any woman that breaks 130 should kill herself.
I
But
think that you should probably kill yourself even if you think about going to 130. Just nip this in the bud.
if she was like, a bigger lady already, very voluptuous, maybe taller, maybe, she played college softball. And, when you met her, she was a big dog.
Mm-hmm.
She was a big hunk of meat.
Yeah, big pitcher,
Then
third
that's-
baseman.
That's what you signed up for. And you also knew that she was, so she would need to put on like 50, 60 pounds
Stop a ground ball with her thigh.
fast.
Yeah.
And honestly, what really you're doing them a favor by cheating on them, especially if you get not all the way caught. Because you're like, I didn't want to say that you looked fat or that I want you to be
No.
healthy.
No.
I just wanted you to read a text message and go, wow, I like you so much more than my stupid fat girlfriend. And then she's going to pull her shit together and she's going to get in shape.
I just think that if one, fat's so subjective.
It is subjective.
And like you said, the height and the weight ratio, that makes a big difference.
Mm-hmm.
Because, if you're 160 and you're 5'10",
Yeah.
that is way different than if you're 5'2" and you're 160.
Oh, yeah.
Big diff.
Big diff. I know a guy, not this guy. I actually know a guy. He's in good shape. When he met his wife, she's in good shape. I would say in the first 2 years of them getting married,
There was two of her.
she gained 120 pounds.
That's
And she was
in a year?
in it like
That's
she
10
was,
pounds a month exactly.
she was putting in work. Like it was one of those things where you didn't see her for a month. You go, whoa. Then I didn't see her for 6 months, and I was like, who are you? She looked like fat bastard. Like a person.
get in my belly.
Actually, she looked like she was trapped inside. She looked like herself
Oh, hello, Forrest.
trapped inside of a fat person's body. And it's like, how are you going to hold your husband accountable for anything he does at this point, short of divorcing you?
Okay, so could we put in legal clauses? And this goes both ways for men and women.
Mm-hmm.
If you gain a certain amount of weight, liable for divorce.
But for the man, it's about 10 times as much.
Yeah, yeah.
A woman, if she gains
Over
10
150,
pounds,
we've got a problem.
we're starting to have a
5'5".
conversation. Man, he gets 150-pound grace. Unless the woman makes more money than him, and then we'll bump it down
So
to
for
100
you, are
pounds.
we looking like 3 bills?
3 bills. I would need to get up to 3.
3 bills.
I need to be over 3 bills.
320?
I could pull off 3 bills. If I was lifting a lot of weights,
Well, that's different. Yeah.
if I was, Vince Wilfork, 3 bills? That's still
Yeah, I
pretty
was about to
fat.
say, yeah, you just wear the cowboy hat with the straw in your mouth with the overalls.
He's-
nothing else. Yeah.
He
Yeah.
said one of the funniest things in an interview ever where he goes, I actually have a good body. And the guy goes, what do you mean? He goes, if you just look at my biceps, people would love that biceps my size. It's like, yeah, but it's attached to a gut that's the size of a beach ball.
That's insane. Which, by the way, you know,
Dude,
I'm sure he's fine.
him and Albert Hainsworth
Albert Hainsworth's a man.
used to both
A
fail
menace.
their fitness test and would not make weight and lose out on hundreds of thousands of dollars. And
Don't
we're
care.
just like, I
Make
want my
it up in
ribs.
sacks.
I want my ribeyes, dude.
Okay, so don't break up with her. Cheat on her if she gets too fat. And
Yeah, stay the course.
stay the course, man. You know?
Yeah,
if
just
you
drop
love her,
subtle hints.
stay with her, but just let her know other women might be involved.
Just go, you see how nice it was how I put my jeans on without taking a huge breath?
Yeah.
Remember when you could do that? Wasn't that nice?
Yeah, remember when I walked up the stairs and didn't breathe heavy for 3 hours in bed? In your
It's
ear?
fun. It feels good to feel good.
It does.
And that's what we'll leave you with today.
Until next time, we
Hasta
love
la
you.
vista,
Goodbye.
everybody.